Good morning, Glen Springs Tigers.
Today is Friday, February 10th, 2023.
And today we are following our green schedule for specials.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
My name is Lucy Mojako.
And my name is Mason Reed.
The character trait for the month of February is responsibility. A hero is someone who understands the responsibility that comes with his freedom. Bob Dylan.
Today is the 9th day of Black History Month. Black History Month was created to focus attention on the contributions of African Americans to the United States. So each day this month, we will learn about an important piece of Black history. Today we will learn about Frederick Douglass.
Frederick Douglass was born an enslaved person in February 1818. When he was about 8, he was set to work in Baltimore, Maryland. Although most people didn't want enslaved people to learn to read, the wife of the man Douglass taught him anyway. When he was about 20, Douglass disguised himself as a sailor and escaped to New York with a free state without slavery. He continued to read as much as he could, which helped him become a great storyteller. While living in Massachusetts, he spoke at a meeting of abolitionists who wanted to end the practice of enslaving people. He told them about his life as an enslaved person.
He was such an amazing speaker that he started traveling all over the northern states, trying to convince larger groups of people to end the practice. Let's learn a little bit more about Frederick Douglass.
Hello, my name is Mr. Q, and today we're going to help celebrate Black History Month by talking about a man named Frederick Douglass, born into slavery sometime around 1818. He didn't know exactly when. By the end of his life, he was celebrated as a speaker, author, statesman, social reformer, and abolitionist. In 1845, he wrote a best-selling autobiography despite having no formal education. He had been taught the alphabet when he was 8 years old by Sophia Auld, the wife of the slave owner Hugh Auld. But when he found out, he made Sophia stop because he thought that it's a bad idea to educate slaves because then they'd just want their freedom. Frederick kept learning on his own, though, and taught himself to read and write. In his autobiography, Frederick wrote about being born on a plantation in Talbot County, Maryland. He never met his father, but he was told he was white, and he was probably the man who owned his mother. Named Frederick August Washington Bailey, he was taken from his mother at a young age, something that was very common at the time. Slave owners literally didn't want their slaves to stay bonded to their families. Family separation helped them control people in a really awful way. The cool thing about Frederick is that he didn't just want to help himself. He wanted to help other people too. By the time he was 16, he was secretly teaching his fellow slaves to read by using the Bible. When these meetings were discovered, he was sent to work under a brutal owner who whipped him a lot. That's when Frederick started trying to escape. After a few failed attempts, Frederick managed to get onto a train in 1838, and he made it to New York City. There, he stayed with someone who was working to abolish slavery, known as an abolitionist. He got married to Anna Murray, who was a free black woman. They had to change their last name to Douglas, so he wouldn't be found. He got that name from the rebel Scottish clan Douglas, featured in Sir Walter Scott's poem, The Lady of the Lake. Frederick started attending abolitionist meetings and became involved in the movement. His gift for giving speeches was noticed, and he went on a speaking tour in 1843 for the American Anti-Slavery Society. Pro-slavery people would throw things at him and try and break up the speeches. After Frederick's book was published, his friends got worried that his slave owners might try and get him back now that they knew where he was. The Fugitive Slave Act of 1793 made this legal even if you lived in a free state. So he left on a 2-year tour of Ireland and Great Britain, giving lots of famous speeches. And during this time, his family and friends raised enough money to buy his freedom. When Frederick returned in 1847, he published his own abolitionist newsletter called the North Star. It later became Frederick Douglass's paper, and it was published till 1860. In the spirit of helping others and believing in the equality of all people, He was the only abolitionist to speak at the Seneca Falls Convention of 1848, which is when women's rights activists first met to talk about women getting the right to vote. Frederick Douglass cautiously supported Abraham Lincoln when he ran for president in 1860. But he got angry with him when he thought he wasn't moving fast enough to free the slaves. Although Lincoln was anti-slavery, during the Civil War, he was focused on preserving the Union first. Frederick supported Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation in 1863, which finally declared slaves free. After that, he met with the president a couple of times and gave him advice. Their relationship became one of mutual respect. There are lots of photos of Frederick Douglass, and that wasn't an accident. At the time, racist drawings and cartoons were everywhere, so he liked the fact that the camera didn't lie. He was able to show himself as he was, a cultured, smart gentleman who made a lie of the belief that black people were inferior. Frederick's wife died in 1882, and he got remarried to an activist named Helen Pitts in 1884. He became the first black man to hold high office, and he was the first to receive a vote for vice president in 1888. He died of a heart attack in 1895 after attending a meeting of a women's rights group. He was fighting for equality right up to the end.
Wow, he was such an inspiration.
I agree.
For lunch today, you have your choice of pesto pasta with scrumptious and apple cake, cheese or pepperoni pizza slice, or chicken bacon ranch salad.
Your options for sides are garden side salad, golden corn, frozen strawberry cup, and fresh fruit.
Happy birthday to Miss Greta in first grade, and to our Tigers with birthdays over the weekend. Alexa Huggins in first grade,
Ariana and Arisha Nguyen in third grade.
and Ephraim Frank in third grade. We hope
We
you
hope
have a great day.
A reminder from Coach. Morning Mile is on the back field from 7:15 to 7:35. If you would like to go to Morning Mile, be sure to go to breakfast first. See you out there.
Let's take a pause and talk about our pause expectations. P,
Positive attitude.
A,
Always be responsible.
W,
Working together.
and S.
Showing respect. Have you used the pause expectation yet today? It's never too late.
And now an announcement from Miss Armstrong.
Good morning, Tigers, and happy Friday. We made it. Today is the final day of National School Counseling Week. I've enjoyed talking with you each day this week about dreaming big. Whether it's your dreams for yourself or for your school, dreams are the fuel that keep us moving forward. Author Carl Sandburg said, "Nothing happens unless first we dream." Take a minute and think about your dreams. Dreams don't have to be about a career. Dreams can be about feelings or even helping someone else achieve their dreams. What's one thing you can do today that moves you one step closer to a dream? Any dream. Write it down or draw a picture of it. Look at it when you need encouragement. My dream for you, for each and every one of you, is that you feel successful at our school and that you learn all the skills you need to reach your goals in life. I'm here for you every day. Thank you for celebrating National School Counseling Week with us. Have a wonderful weekend, Tigers.
And now a message from Miss Steele.
Glen Springs Tigers, you already know who I am, so let's get down to business. The Robotics Club, we're doing a fundraiser, Candy Grams, and you're going to have two choices. You're going to have You Blow Me Away or Bag of Hugs, and on the back we'll be able to write your name, who you're wanting to send it to, and then the teacher's name. You can come to my classroom. All you have to do is follow those beautiful bright pink arrows that says Candy Grams Mrs. Deal's class, and it will lead you right to my class that I have a class full of students that are going to help you with your Candy Gram purchase. We are trying to raise money for our state competition. We had our district competitions and our teams cleaned up. Super proud of them.
And now for our joke of the day. What's a parent's favorite game?
I don't know.
Hide and speak. From Alexis in Miss Hampton's class. If you would like to have your favorite joke featured on the morning announcements, please stop by the Media Center to submit your joke in writing to Miss Dew for consideration.
Have a fantastic Friday and a wonderful weekend, Glen Springs Tigers.